Call the regular council meeting of November 21st, 2023 to order. First item on the agenda is the adoption of the agenda. Any additions, deletions?
I'll move.
Okay, stands moving. All in favor? It's carried. Moving on to item 3, adoption of the minutes of November 7th, 2023. Any errors or omissions?
I'll move them. I read them. There are no errors. There are no omissions. I'll
Sure.
move them.
Okay. Joe's moving it. All in favor? Carried. Moving on to item 4, reports, mayor's report. Fairly quick one. Not much happened in the past 2 weeks. In case everybody didn't hear, there is a new president at NWP. Everybody heard that? Yep. Okay. And basically, that's my report. Did you hear that? All in favor? Carried. Moving on to 4.2, the CO report.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. So next week, Tuesday, we'll do a budget meeting. So we've had some meetings. We had a medical clinic and health professional yesterday. Event summit last Thursday, actually I thought went very well. Councillor Amanda Golub was also in attendance. Meeting set with the MLA for the 24th. Who's able to make that one? I didn't get a lot of emails on that.
I replied back to you, didn't
Yeah, but for one.
you? Yeah, no, I was just saying.
Anybody else?
I replied.
It's November
4th, 11th,
Paul said
11:30.
he might be around or something.
That's a no for me, Daryl.
Okay, thank you.
That's also
Yeah,
no for me.
He said possibly you weren't sure.
okay. So we got some recruiting going on. I actually have an aquatic center project update. I just did a walkthrough.
Is it good or bad?
It's mixed. There's never good. So the contractors are done as of today. The scaffolding's coming down tomorrow. I was told tomorrow, and now the staff can actually start doing their bit. That's going to take a bit yet to clean up the mess and do some fixing. There's a lot of repairs and start adding water to the pool, which takes time as well. So the project is done. Now the staff are going to start getting the facility put back together, which is going to take some time.
Are you happy with it?
Whatever. It's just holding a roof up. Yeah, in 2 weeks. Yeah. Okay, curling club roof and recommended direction. So I've chatted with the curling club. The idea would be that the curling club would take the lead on this, so that it would become their project. They're on board with this. We'll see. They still need to, I talked to Laura. Laura says fine with it, but still need to do public bidding process. We can then try for a CFEP grant. The next intake is January 15th, but don't get notified until July, so that's a bit of a conundrum there. And so they'll go and talk to the MD, and I've already reached out to the MD, I haven't heard anything back. So that's where it's at for right now. I don't know what council's thoughts are on that.
Well, the worst part about the CFAB grant there and that is you can't do anything to the building until you get word otherwise. So if it's July, that backs up everything.
Well, and that's what we have to decide if it's worth it or not.
And I know when the golf course applied twice, that even though the MLA was on side, they said that wasn't the priorities. Facilities like curling clubs, arenas, and that aren't the what they want to fund. So they said basically, your grant was fine, but it's not our priority. So you have to find money somewhere else. Maybe Todd could give an update or something. I don't know what his thoughts are, but just by going what had happened in the previous, I don't know what this advice went on.
I got nothing more on that unless anybody else has any more feedback. And just, the staff, the town staff party is on the 9th, which has already been discussed. And that's my report.
Any comments or questions for our CAO? Yeah, somebody wish to move it? Amanda, all in favor?
Yep.
Carried. Moving on to 4.3, Councillor Amanda.
All right, not too much to report. As Daryl mentioned, as part of my economic development notes, as part of that, I attended the event summit that was held last Thursday. I agree, there was good attendance, really good presentation, very good group discussion by all. Not including myself, I believe there was 33 attendants from local business area, that sort of thing. So very good to see. There was a lot of interest, a lot of good discussion. Just overall, very good to see. I still, people are sending in their feedback and that sort of thing on the topic, and that'll get compiled. So that's looking forward to the kind of compiling of information on that. Otherwise, from Economic Development Committee, the vendor market that traditionally goes on in the December season, it's going to be, they had some problems with the renting of the Fields building this year, and so that's going to be hosted at the True Value building instead. And that is the bulk of what I had of kind of important notes and updates. If there's any questions or comments, the minutes are attached. Or ask me and I can try and let you know.
That's it?
Yep. If there's no comments or questions, I will. Oh, actually, one other additional thing. Fine Arts Operating. The yearly meeting for that is booked for this December, or for next year. Their yearly meeting is booked for December 4th. And with that, I will move my report.
Are there any comments or questions?
Hello, Tim.
Name.
It's in your minutes, so you can, her name's right there, or his name.
Ben Kit.
So, there's no comments or questions for Amanda? All in favor?
Hello, Tim?
That's carried.
There he is.
I'm back.
Hey, Tim.
Welcome back.
All right, we'll move on to item 4.4. Councillor Fleming.
There was a HPEC and medical clinic meeting on Monday, but I was unable to attend. I'm sure Daryl will be able to provide minutes by next meeting. That's everything I make my report.
I have a question about 4.3 on the minutes.
Not my business.
That's fine.
Okay, all in favor? That's carried. Moving on to 4.5, Councillor Fox.
I'll move my report.
Okay, all in favor? Carried. Moving on to 4.6, Councillor Stan.
Only thing that we had public library meeting last week. Didn't get minutes in time for this agenda, but major happenings there were we had a report on our fund, on the book sale, raised over $1,400 there. We are also holding a booth at the Midnight Madness on Friday, again this year. That worked well last year. And we are doing the first round of interviews for the library manager's position next week.
How many did you get?
We had 11 or 12 applications. We're doing 3 interviews next week. So.
Right on.
And unless anybody has any questions, I will move my report.
Okay. Any comments or questions? All in favor? Carried. Moving on to 4.7, Councillor Lowry.
Economic development has been covered. Municipal Planning Committee, we did approve one development, and that development was for a, what do you call it, old age? No. The multi, what's that? Port development. Yeah, the port development, yeah. And EO is yet to come up. That's my report, and I submitted it. Move it as presented.
Okay. All in favor? Carried. Moving on to 4.8, Councillor Schindel.
As you can see, nothing to report. I haven't had any meetings in the last couple of weeks, so I'll move my report.
Okay. All in favor? Carried. Moving on to 4.9, RCP quarterly report. Everybody had a chance to look at it? Any comments, questions, or concerns?
Yeah. I'm looking at mine and Joanne's here, and it looks like the third attachment is coming up as a error.
Yeah, it says, please wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
seems
Just
fine.
wanted to make sure that was for everyone. Other than that, nothing.
It's hard to make a comment when you don't actually have it there.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay, somebody wish to move it then?
I will move it.
Okay, Amanda, all in favor?
Yep.
Carried. Moving on, there's no unfinished business. Moving on to item 6, new business, 6.1, 2023 Peace Regional SDAB. We have to make 3 motions here?
Yeah, it's just part of the process here of being a member. Whenever there's updates or changes made, then all the members need to kind of go through this process. And so we'll just sort of do the recommended motions as presented.
So this will be for the 3-year term. So somebody wish to move motion 1? Chris?
Motion 1 as presented.
Okay, all in favor? Carried. Somebody wish to move motion 2?
I will.
Tim? All in favor? Carried, and we have motion 3 on the board. Joanne? All in favor? That's carried. Thanks, everybody. Moving on to 6.2, Reservoir Grant Request for Decision. Assuming this is Mr. Leeson?
That'll be both of us here, yeah. I'll get started here with the RFD. So there's two attachments. One's the RFD, so we got a couple options here. So we can apply. So this is the reservoir. You guys have kind of seen this coming for a bit here. This can be quite a large project, and so that's which is option 2 there. And so what this is in order to apply for the grant, the AMWWP grant, just needs a motion of council to accept and move forward. So at this point, if we don't get the grant, we would stick with option 1, which is in the report there. So option 1 is all kind of the mandatory required items. So that's page. So it says page 5. So if you go to option on that report, option 1 comes to about $300,000, and that's kind of the need to deal with quite quickly. Option 2 is the one that we're gonna submit the grant for. Then option 3 is bulldoze the current one down, find a new home and build a new one for $4 million. So we're not recommending option 3. We believe option 1 will limp things along until we can get to option 2, and then we could probably add another 20 years to it, so.
Option 1 is not fundable under the grant.
Yeah, right, but we can still do it if we don't get the grant, right? So, yeah, it will help, it will keep things moving forward. So unless Gary's here, if you got any questions about the project itself, but we've talked about it for a while. This has been ongoing for a bit now, I'd say a couple of years. And so this is the recommendation. And then we would be looking at doing this project 25, 26. Actually, on the 5-year capital plan, it's actually already slated in 26 for kind of the option 2 version. So, yeah.
What's the timelines for if we apply for the grant to get in? Is it something that we'll know in 6 months, or is it going to be?
I honestly don't know.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. But November 30th is the deadline to get it in. So they got it already kind of ready to go. We just need to add the letter of support from council.
What's the thoughts on council? If we get some money, I think it's advantageous. We're probably gonna have to do more than just option 1 down the road here. And I really don't wanna do option 3.
Nobody wants to do option 3.
So,
Except the engineers. and
Oh, they
construction
would love option 3.
so I think if we could do option 2 and get a grant and maybe have the reservoir hold for 10, 15 more years, I think that would be.
We think more than that, actually.
Yeah, I'm hoping that with the upgrades to it, we can hopefully get another 20 years out of that reservoir. That reservoir is our oldest reservoir. It's been around since the late 50s, early
Is that the one
60s.
close to the water treatment plant?
That's the round one. Yeah,
And the other one is.
yeah. So. I've seen those. Yeah. It's a stainless steel ladder.
How do you need the motion for this to read? Or just
As the
as
recommendation.
recommendation?
Yes.
I will make that motion. Moken? I will make that motion to follow the recommendation.
Which one? 1, 2, or 3.
There's only one recommendation, there's 4 options.
Okay, sorry, I was looking at the other one. Okay, so option 2. Okay, any more discussion?
Okay, option 2 in the engineering report.
Yeah. Okay, no other discussion? All in favor? Tim, you in favor?
Yes.
All right, and that is carried. Moving on, there's no finance, no bylaws and agreements, no developments. Moving on to item 10, correspondence. 10.1, Peace River School Division invite to annual joint board municipality meeting, February 7th, 2024. I believe that's a Wednesday this year instead of a Tuesday. Right.
24. Okay.
Last go around, it always went the same night as our first council meeting.
Yeah, then they moved it because it kept, so it's February 7th.
But now that's going to compete against 3 other municipalities in their council meetings. Is anybody interested in
birthday.
attending? It's your birthday? Well, then you should go. We'll send you on a trip. To Grimshaw.
Yeah, Councillor Fleming attended it last year.
Well, I guess if no one else is going.
You want to go? Well, we can send more than one, can we?
Sent to.
Joe, do you want to go too?
We can go.
I'll be sorry.
You'll be sorry. I'll be happy that you're sorry. Sure.
Okay, So Joe and Chris will attend on behalf of the town. Somebody want to make a motion? Stan? All in favor? Joe, you in favor?
I might be.
There, carried. All right, moving on to item 10.2, Community Futures Peace Country Sponsorship Partnership Request for the Women of the North. We sponsored something last year. The
700?
luncheon, didn't
The
we?
lunch.
Yeah, we did 750 last year.
What are you thinking, Joe? I think you made the motion last time.
I did. I'll make another one that we sponsored the lunch, but it's open for debate. Or see something else that would work.
What's the thoughts of everybody else? Okay. Okay, Joe's making the motion. All in favor? And that is carried. Okay, moving on to item 11, conventions, conferences, and workshops. The following, Growing the North. February 20th to 22nd, 2024 at the Evergreen Park.
This was a really excellent conference to attend. And if no one else wants to go, I would like to get in on the
Actually, no,
early bird.
it's always a good conference.
Yeah.
I'd like to attend again as well.
I would also like to attend, depending on time off from work availabilities. But
Sounds like we have good representation.
There's an ag stream this year, Paul. There's an ag stream this year.
It's a good conference. It's close, right? It's not a huge burden on people for travel and things like that. And yeah, it's been last couple of years, it's gotten better and better. So.
I totally agree.
Tim, did you want to go?
Yeah, I would. I guess we should maybe decide, how many, what's the prudent number to go. If we've already got 3 or 4, then maybe I'll bow out. But if we've only got maybe two or three, then maybe, so I'll put my name in.
I'll check my availability with work, and then if not, I'll defer to Tim.
Yeah, we have 3 right now.
Okay, well, I'll put I will definitely attend if Amanda does not.
Okay,
So council can make a motion to book up to 4, if you wish, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we can sort out the details of who's going and then book the rooms and do all that. So if you just want to make a flat 4, then you can do that.
Sure, let's do that.
okay. Any more discussion? All in favor? And that's carried. Information items over there in your folders. There's no closed session. Motion adjourned. Amanda?
Here.
All in favor? Carried.
All right.
Actually,
See what happens when you show up early?